It's your weekly inspiration with me, Renee, where I will remind you that you are stronger than you think. And the more you use your power of choice, the more powerful your choices will become. You are where you are through the choices that you make. Stay tuned for this week's motivational tool and an exciting challenge for the week. With many of my talks, when I ask if there are any CEOs present, a few would put up their hands. Those would be the chief executive officers of organizations or companies. But at the end of the workshop, I would ask the very same question again. And my measurement of the success of this workshop would be in the 98% who would now put up their hands in claiming the ownership of the role they play in their very own lives. That we are all CEOs of our lives. That the management of our lives is in fact our main responsibility, and that the choices that we make give direction to our lives. Today's theme is Rise Above It All. You know, this pandemic has figuratively pulled the carpet right from under our feet. Work security has lost its status. Parents became home workers as well as educators. Teachers became online gurus. And life as we know it has changed overnight. Regarding the economy, job losses could reach the 3 million bar before the end of 2020. Today's podcast is inspired by a poem of Maya Angelou with the title, Still, I Rise. Let me share a few of my favorite verses. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trot me in the very dead, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Just like moons, like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like the hope springing high, still, I'll rise. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. How do we do this? How do we rise above our circumstances and the things that are weighing us down? Let's talk about 4 qualities that could help us to rise above. When we try and do these things in small doses every day and do it consistently, we will become like the farmer sowing his seed. He knows his efforts of sowing will not bring produce overnight. He also knows with certainty that with the right care and efforts, his seeds will sprout into new life that will surface at the right time. So, let's rise above it all. The R in rise is for resilience. So let's talk about resilience. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, the ability to not only cope, but also grow and flourish amidst challenges and adversity. Another definition puts it beautifully, the ability to bounce back. So no one is born with resilience. Resilience is a quality that involves our mindset, our habits and actions that we can learn and develop over time and by anyone. And just like an athlete would have to build strength and practice, so too, resilience needs to be practiced and strengthened within us in order to recover and bounce back when adversity comes our way. So let's try the following in building our resilience. Number 1, learn from your mistakes. Resilient people learn from the mistakes they've made and thus don't make the same mistakes over and over. You cannot fix something with the same mindset, habit, and action that caused the problem in the first place. So, learn from the things that did not work for you. Learn from your mistakes. Number 2, your emotions are just temporary. Resilient people know that emotions will come and go. No matter how you feel right now, you will get over it. If you could overcome this emotion before, you can overcome it again. Manage your emotions before it manages you. And number 3, my favorite, keep on trying. Resilient people know that falling does not mean failure, but failure is when you don't get up. So get up and try again. just like you did with that little bicycle when you started cycling. You fell, you got up quickly and tried again. Change is inevitable. It is resilience that will help us not only to cope during distress and difficult times, but it is resilience that will help us to continue to grow and to flourish. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. Next week, we will talk about the I in rise. You are stronger than you think, and your power lies in the choices that you make.